Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl AdriennaDC. Okay, so today I'm not wearing any makeup. As you guys can see, I'm serving you guys bare face today. I'm actually over at my mom's house and I want to do a quick little declutter for you guys. I actually brought some stuff with me because, you know, recently I showed you guys my holy grail makeup, perfume collection and skincare collection. I had a few little bits and bobs. I figured, you know, why not pass them on. And by the way, if you guys hear my daughter in the background, please, I do apologize because I'm just trying to give you guys a quick declutter video, you know, and she's playing and then I'm gonna, you know, make her leave. I should say run for it. But yeah, all right, so it's not gonna be a really long one, a quick little short one. So yeah, and I hope you guys don't mind about me serving you guys bare face. I didn't really bring the whole shebang. I mean, I am, you know, passing on some makeup as well, but yeah, I didn't feel like putting any makeup on, so it's just one of those days. So yeah, if this is something that you guys are interested in seeing, then by all means keep on watching. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit the notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. So let's just dive right into it. First of all, my fragrance of the day is gonna be Far Away by Avon. So Far Away Infinity. You know, my mom is a die-hard Avon advocate from the 90s. I mean, like, as far as I remember myself, as far as I remember my mom, she's been rolling with Avon. So I'm wearing Infinity. I don't have this one in my collection, but I literally just took this up out of her bedroom. So for those of you who don't know Far Away, this one has some gardenia, bergamot, some jasmine, orange blossom. I think there's some vanilla and sandalwood. You know, a beautiful citrusy white floral fragrance. Really pretty, really nice. Avon fragrances are the truth. Okay, they're really nice and everybody knows that. So, but yeah. So that's Far Away Infinity by Avon. I'm going to quickly show you guys a few little makeup bits that I have that I decided to pass on to my sister. Now, this one here is the Morphe blush palette. I didn't show you guys this one in my my video the other day because it's not one that I've used much. Actually, I've never used this palette at all. This is you know, a blush palette with 8 different shades. It's a really handy palette to have, but I haven't been reaching for it because I usually go for my singles. I have a few from MAC and Fenty and stuff like that, and also Dior, and those are the ones that I usually go for. So this is actually the blush palette in the shade Cool Pro 8C. If you guys, just in case you guys are interested, I will pop as much information as possible down into the description box so you guys can check them out if you guys like them. But this one just had, you know, a few shades that's, you know, nice to walk with. Some of them can be used as highlighters, but I do have 2 of them, so I decided to pass this one on to my sister. My sister a little bit deeper tone in skin tone than myself, so I decided to give her this one. What else do I have in here? I also decided to pass on my Sasha Buttercup loose powder. I have quite a few powders. I have never really worn this one. The yellow shade, I don't think it's a good shade for my under eyes because I bought it mainly for my under eyes. I would actually use this shade all over my face. I don't really think I'll get a cast because I think I have used this before. It's a nice shade, but I have so many, and this is by far not my most favorite shade to work with. So this is the Sasha Buttercup loose powder. Next, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder, yeah, for eye and face. Now, this one here, I bought it and I never used it. Sorry, you guys, okay? I bought this one and I never use it because I bought it for all over the face, but it's a tinge too dark and it kind of like gives me, it doesn't give me like a bright luminous shade. I would say it makes me go a little bit too brownish, I would say. Yeah, it go to me. I mean, it looks like an exact match, but when you put it all over, it doesn't really give me, you know, I think it goes a little bit too dark, I would say, you know, in my opinion. So yeah, all the other overall face shades that I have tend to be a little bit lighter, so I decided to pass this on to my sister. She can definitely use this as an overall shade. You know, for me, when it comes to using face powders, you don't want to go too dark because it kind of takes away that glowy look from your face, you know, that little light shade. I mean, of course you can highlight and stuff like that, but if you go really dark with your face powders, don't care how much you highlight, it's just gonna be like too much. It's gonna make your face look really slim, yes, but a little bit too overshadowed you know, too dark, obviously. So yeah, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder for under eyes and face. Okay. I'm also going to be decluttering my Bobbi Brown highlighters. Now I usually go crazy over makeup and I buy them and I want to get the whole you know, collection. So I have the Bobbi Brown highlighter in Sunset Glow, Telurude, and Bronze Glow. And I decided to just pass them on to my sister. She's, you know, she likes makeup and stuff like that. She's not a makeup junkie like myself, which she, you know, she's kind of boring. She's like, oh my God, I don't need all this makeup. Like, who says that? Like, who says that? Like, like who says that, right? So this is the Sunset Glow. Okay, so this one is really, really pretty, beautiful shade. I can literally, you know, dab some on right now just to make my face a little bit more camera ready. But, oops, no way. This one just fell out, you guys. Oh my God. Dang. Okay, this one just, I don't know if because, you know, when I brought it with me, maybe it got a little bit of knockabout inside of my bag or whatever. But this one just fell out, but, you know, it's still whole. It just broke. But, yeah. So this one is the Telurude. She can most definitely, you know, enjoy the use of that one. And this one is Bronze Glow. All of these shades I hardly use. They're really pretty, but I have a lot more makeup, like highlighters in my collection that's a lot more outstanding. I think that's the reason why I never really like gravitated to them. They're nice highlighters, but they're not like beaming, like blinding, like the vibe I usually like to go for. And if you guys watched my last video, you know I layer like 5 highlighters when I'm doing my makeup. So what? Yeah. And then, ooh, I have a few drug soap highlighters that I brought, bronzing powders that I just didn't quite understand. So, you know, when I just started buying bronzers, it was like a hit and miss for me. I like didn't really know, you know, what direction to go in when it comes to bronzers and what to look for, what to go for. And you know, when you go into the drugstore, you just go crazy because everything's so affordable and so glittery and so pretty. It's like, yeah, let's get it, right? But then you don't actually use it, so I don't do that anymore. These are actually quite pretty shades, but I find drugstore bronzers sometimes you just don't even know what to do with them because this looks like a highlighter. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I think like I have a better understanding of what bronzers are now, you know. But anyways, this one is the All Over Glow Bronzing Powder in the shade Deep Glow. Okay, and yeah, I'm not quite sure what the brand is with this one here. It's a no brand, I guess. And All Over Glow would be the name. All Over Glow Bronzing Powder in the shade Flush Glow. So this one is Flushed Glow. And this one is Deep Glow. This one a bit more goldy. And this one more rose gold. They are nice shades, but like I said to you guys, I do have other shades in my collection that I go for. Let's have a look here, because this one, it's okay, you know, but yeah, just, yeah, doesn't make sense. Anyway, next I have my my Kat Von D foundation. I'm the type of person that goes crazy and buy more than one foundation to try out and yada yada yada. And just like my perfumes, I blind buy makeup. Yes, you guys, like the number one offense when it comes to makeup, I blind buy my foundation. You guys, I do. Okay. Yeah. So some of them is a hit, some of them is a miss. When it comes to my foundation, it's more a miss than a hit. Like, I have about 10 foundations and only 3 of them I feel like wearing. The rest of them is just like, I don't know. This one right here, I don't remember what the problem was, but I definitely think it was a little bit too light. This one is in the shade Medium 65 Neutral. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this, but it's definitely not the right shade, and it's a very thick consistency. It's a really good foundation. I can most definitely mix it, but I already have so many foundations that I definitely mix. And I think because it's so strong, I do have a darker shade. You know, I didn't bring it with me. Why didn't I bring it? Oh, dang. I don't know. Right, but yeah. This one here, I don't know. My options for mixing with it, I would have to go and buy a dark shade to mix with it to make this one useful, which doesn't quite make sense. I think my sister can kind of use this one under eye, you know, as an under eye, you know, concealer, foundation or whatever. So I think she could get more use out of it. I've literally used this foundation about twice. Tops 3 times max, if so much. So that's my Kat Von D bronze foundation in the shade Medium 65 Neutral. And I kind of went crazy and YouTube, and I saw one of my favorite YouTubers using these compact foundations from MAC. Now this is in the shade NW35. This is a full coverage foundation. This has like a more cream to powder. It has a nice cream texture. I do not go for liquid foundations much, except for, you know, like Kat Von D is really thick, so it's similar texture to this. But I saw this YouTuber using this particular product, and I couldn't wait to have it. And wow, he looked like similar shade, and there goes my blind buy fail again when it comes to makeup. He looked like my similar shade, and I think he said he usually mixed these two, or I think the shade that I wanted was out of stock, I don't know. But I went and I bought the NW35 full coverage and the NW45. I do like cream to powder foundations, but these ones right here, I don't know, something about them. Maybe I just didn't know how to use them, and I've never used them, and they're not cheap because it's MAC, you know, it's not cheap. I never use them, so I figured let me pass them on to my sister. This would be a nice shade for her face, definitely, and she can use this under eye easily. So I hope she falls in love with these products, and yeah, and thoroughly enjoy using them, because if not, then it's just like waste of money, you know, so we don't want that. So that's the end of my makeup declutter. Now, there are a few fragrances that I have mentioned on my channel that I have been contemplating decluttering, but I have not. But I decided to just finally make the plunge, because one of the things that prompted me to do a declutter, lately I've been finding a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances. Middle Eastern perfumes are almost dirt cheap for magnificent quality, magnificent, outstanding, memorable scents. The bottles, the presentation, and everything. And I'm like, why do I have ordinary perfumes in my collection that I don't like, that I don't care to wear, that doesn't excite me? Like, why? When you could go on Amazon and buy a Middle Eastern perfume that would blow like Tom Ford's hottest out the park. I'm like, that don't make no sense. So I decided to declutter a few of my fragrances. I have a few of them here with me. Some of them I didn't bring with me because I felt like my sister probably wouldn't like them. So I did, yeah, I brought some of them, as well as I'm just mention to you guys the ones that I did not bring. But the ones that I did bring with me, the ones that I did bring with me is Flower Bomb, Viktor Rolfe. I've mentioned this one on my collection. I featured this in my, you know, the video I did. Yeah, so I mentioned this perfume in, you know, my fragrances that I really love, but we never reported. And this is one of them. You know, like, I bought this perfume because I wanted to try it out, explore Viktor Rolfe, and I wore this in the house maybe once or twice. I've never worn this fragrance out of my house. I've never been urged or excited to wear it. It does have a nice, beautiful, you know, tea-like scent, really pretty scent. It is classy, comes off really crisp and clean, you know. It's a beautiful scent. It's a pretty floral fragrance, but it's not something that I'm excited to wear. But let me just grab this little drain here on me. But it's not something that I care for, so I definitely bought this one. My sister loves it, so I'm very, very happy about that. So I'm passing this one on. I'm really happy to pass it on to somebody else to enjoy it, because if not, it's just sitting on my table. And yeah, it, you know, I think I'm gonna get past, you know, my attachment for my fragrances and release them to somebody else. Okay, so that's a Flower Bomb. The next one is Lalique Soliel. I do not like this perfume. Okay, let me just say how do I feel about this perfume. I'm unimpressed. I'm uninterested. It's not a bad smelling perfume. It's nice. It's fresh, a little bit citrusy, florally. There's some cardamom notes in here. I think there's even coffee. There's a few somewhat creamy notes, but it smells like what they've done is wash those creamy notes in water and give you the water in the bottle. It is citrusy, it's bright, it's sparkling, it's florally, it's a pretty fragrance in the summer. Okay, it smells very sophisticated, very classy, like a resolved, fresh floral fragrance. It is nowhere as close as florally to the Flower Bomb, because I think it goes a little bit more the cardamom, and I think there's some other notes to the top. I'm not quite sure, but it's not like a pretty floral scent. It's more like a classy, citrusy, bright fragrance. It's nice, but it doesn't excite me, you know. So I figured to pass it on. It has a really beautiful bottle. Love the bottle. I mean, it's a beautiful, you know, everything about it is nice, but I can buy a perfume for £12 on Amazon. That would blow me away. so I'm not a much more fancy bottle. Yeah, so I'm not gonna keep this in my collection just to have. So this is Lalique Crystal. Okay, the next fragrance that I'm passing on is Viktor and Rolfe Flower Bomb Nectar. This is a beautiful, somewhat jammy, syrupy, black currant-esque, fruity fragrance with some floral touches. It is really pretty. Okay, I like, this is like that floral cocktail church dress. That's the mood and the vibe that comes to mind. It's a pretty fruity floral fragrance. It's so pretty, you know. It's literally the type of fragrance that you want to wear to church. You know, a nice, beautiful, sunny Sunday morning. You're getting ready for church, and you put on a nice florally dress. It's you know, not a fussy dress. It's a no sleeve dress with cocktail vibe. You know, not too fussy but nice. This is a vibe that comes to mind when I think about this fragrance. I have never ever worn this perfume. Sorry, not never ever. I've tested out in the house, and just recently, okay, I was gonna register my daughter in nursery, and I just decided to throw it on. It was a pleasant wearing experience. It is a beautiful perfume, a really pretty, elegant scent, really nice. It just doesn't excite me. I don't love it. I know I like it. It's nice, but I don't like it enough to keep in my collection. So I'm passing it on. My sister love this perfume. I'm really happy about that. So this is a Flower Bomb Nectar. Yeah, Flower Bomb Nectar. Okay. Next, I have my Gabrielle Chanel. Now, like, this is a love for me. Yeah, I love this one. So this is a citrusy, bright, floral, a little bit musky smelling perfume. It is sparkling. I want to say there's some floral touches in here. It's not majorly dominating. It's a nice balance between the floral and the citrusy opening this perfume. This is classy, effortlessly, you know, elegant, everyday, casual wearing type of perfume. It's a pretty scent, you know, very clean. Again, very sparkling. But I don't wear this perfume, and as a YouTuber, when I think about the perfume, one has to add value to my channel as in content, and two, I have to like the perfume. I love this fragrance. I don't feel it adds value or content to my channel. I feel like people kind of like, they're not really into this fragrance. It's a nice summer wear that I pull for during the summertime, but I have two of them. So I actually bought the two of them with me because I figured that depending on how my mom and my sister like it, then I would just keep the other bottle. Like if she really liked it, I would give her the bigger bottle. I would keep the smaller one. But both of them like it. So the smaller bottle, the 50 ml went to my sister, my mom, and the 100 ml goes to my sister. I'm happy to pass it on because once again, there's so many more interesting fragrances that I have in my collection that I reach for, that I love, that actually add value or content to my channel. So yeah, I think it's okay to pass this one on. So yeah, this is my Gabrielle Chanel. Love me, my Chanel. Okay, there are a few other fragrances that I'm contemplating, you know, letting go in my channel. I'm just gonna pop the picture right here to the top. The other fragrance that I'm thinking of, you know, letting go of is my J'adore. I know I love my J'adore. For me, it's a classic. It's not a fragrance that I reach for, you know, that kind of way. It's such an elegant, classy, you know, pretty floral fragrance, you know, the classiest of them all. People call it the mommy fragrance. It is a mommy fragrance, but it's for that reason. It's classy, it's timeless, and I don't care what nobody says. It's like the most elegant, the whole J'adore line, because I have what, the J'adore original, the J'adore Infinissime, the J'adore Absolute, and the J'adore Touche de Parfum. I'm not letting go of my J'adore Absolute because I'm just not. Okay, my J'adore Touche de Parfum, like there is no other. I don't care what nobody. There is nothing more classier than that little 40 ml, is it, no, 20 ml bottle of liquid in that potion looking type of bottle. Nothing more classier than that. Okay, but the J'adore, I don't reach for the J'adore. I like it, but compared to the J'adore Absolute is better. And even the J'adore Law is really beautiful. I didn't buy it because I decided like that's too much, but that is really, really outstanding. And I would say it's a little bit more of a modern twist to the J'adore, but for some reason I went for the J'adore because I am a collector at heart. You know, it's a classic. Like, how could you not have a classic in your collection? So yeah, the original J'adore, I like it, but I don't really reach for it. I'm contemplating letting that one go. I'm not sure as yet. The J'adore Infinissime, I recently bought that one. When I say recently, it's been over it's been a long time I bought it. I don't really wear it. I have recommended it. I have talked about it on my channel. It's a beautiful warm scent. It's more jasmine dominant, jasmine and tuberose dominant, so it's a bit more warm. It does smell a little bit like it has a hint of spice, somewhat aromatic touches to it. So it's a bit more well, they try to make it more modern, but for me it's still mature. It's very, very much mature, and I think even the J'adore is a bit more playful still, but it's sweeter. The Infinissime, it's more sweeter, a bit more floral, a bit more warmer and mature fragrance. I still have not made up my mind with that one. I mean, how could I? But yeah, those are two other fragrances I'm thinking about decluttering from my collection. The next one that I'm definitely letting go of is my Madame Mousse Nuit. This one here, this is a somewhat warm, sweet, spicy, vanilla-y, a little bit florally smelling fragrance. There's some chamomile, sweet chamomile, vanilla, and a hint of spice in here. So I would say there's something in this fragrance a little bit spicy. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember what the notes are. I think there's some amber in it as well. So it's a deep, dark, seductive fragrance. But again, it's a bit vintage-y. So I don't pull for this fragrance anymore. I bought it a long time ago. It was one of my first loves. I just don't buy it. I don't wear the fragrance anymore. It's kind of weird. So for that one in particular, I'm definitely getting rid of that one. I'm not quite sure where or who I'm going to pass it on to, but I'm definitely not going to keep that one. Okay, because I don't wear it. Okay. So that's the Madame Mousse Nuit by Estee Lauder. And then there is my my Estee Lauder, the original. Now this is a fresh, a little bit citrusy, musky, woody, patchouli, floral fragrance. There are a few florally touches in the opener of that one, but it's, you know, it's a fresh, heavy scent. Just a fresh, patchouli, musky, dominant fragrance that doesn't particularly excite me, but it's a nice fragrance. It's lightly sweetened. I don't pull for this perfume, so I don't know how I feel about it. I don't feel like letting it go, but I definitely don't really care for the fragrance. I really don't. I'm still struggling with my declutter, as you guys can tell. But yeah, for now, those are the fragrances in my collection that I would most definitely, you know, let go of, or is considering, you know, getting rid of. Yeah, so, you know, this, if I do manage to successfully declutter all of them, this will be my very first successful declutter. So yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video with me. If in fact you did, please do give me a thumbs up. If you're new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you will be notified every single time I upload. And until next time, where I actually bring myself to declutter anything else in my collection. Stay tuned and see you guys in my next video. Bye.